Taking a little ride in the 75 Bronco. It's got a 5-speed transmission. The motor is a Smeding hand-built 392. They start with a Windsor block, high nickel, all new parts. Look them up online. Smeding Performance. The motor was built for torque. It has fuel injection. It rides on a set of quad shocks with Deaver springs, but actually has a really good ride for an early Bronco. It's been owned by the same family for a number of years, and it was originally built by West Coast Broncos in California. In fact, it still has the flag light switch on the dash, and that's for running out in the sand dunes. But it was brought back to Texas and had some modifications done to it. But it's a very drivable Bronco. It's got some nice polished, actually brushed aluminum door panels. It's got an odometer tachometer. Still got the original sticker in the door jamb. It's a twin stick Atlas transfer case. The floor pans were replaced several years ago, but they had new panels welded in. It's got a nice roll cage. The top is made by, I believe it's BC Broncos. It was pretty hard to get at the time, but it's a really cool top, and it's got these snap-in side panels and rear panels. There's also a really neat toolbox in the back, which I'll take some pictures of that. It's got an ice chest carrier, place for your gas can, place for your beadlock wheel. It's got some BF Goodrich 35 1250s, trail ready beadlocks. Got a high lift jack. And the paint job is probably 15 years old. It's been painted once. It's got a little fading on it, kind of some nice patina. I believe they call this limestone poly. It's got the Wild Horses pre-runner front bumper, hella lights with the power amplifiers, some old school KC lights, and some hella H4 headlights. The axles are out of a F-150, I believe a 77, and they have the C's on them, just like the Bronco. And the advantage of those axles, you get a stronger housing in the rear, and you also get more width. I don't know the exact width difference. It's about 2, maybe 3 inches, but it makes it more stable and gives it more articulation when you're flexing. I'm going to have some pictures underneath. It's got the rock sliders that are powder coated white. The doors are on the stainless steel hinges that you can lift the doors off. The seats are the Tom's Bronco parts. Bucket seats. It's got a Tuffy box in the center, 2 drink holders, really nice form-fitted Bronco mat. It's got a locking Tuffy glove box. Looks like a little Kenwood sound system. It also has ARB air lockers, front and rear, which gives it good street manners, and then when you go off-road you can select your locker. Got a fire extinguisher, rear speakers, drink holders in the back. It's a Bronco that's built to use. It's not a show Bronco. We've got several pictures of it up in Colorado, running some of the passes up there in Ouray and Telluride. But it's a proven Bronco. It's reliable. It's been very, very well maintained. This is your ARB air compressor, your front locker, and your rear air locker, which that is a wonderful upgrade. Heavy duty 5-speed transmission, so you have an overdrive. Still got the Ford tag when you enter the driver's compartment. I'm going to put it up in the air and let you have a look at it. There is a place here where the hood has a crack, and I've seen that on other Broncos. Pretty common. But it kind of has the patina that goes with it. See if I can raise this up. There it is. Got dual Optima batteries. I'm going to turn it off so that you can hear me a little better. That air compressor is pumping. It's got some billet door handles. It's a Hydro Boost setup. That's your ARB air compressor. It's got shorty headers on it. Power steering, nice aluminum radiator, nice fan and shroud. The heads are Edelbrock aluminum, and it's a throttle body style fuel injection. And I don't know the horsepower, but it's around the 400 mark, 425. And as I mentioned, the guy that had it built was building it to use in the sand dunes. But it's been kind of made into a streetable trail rig that's capable, but you can also take it out in the woods and enjoy it. And as I mentioned, I'm going to get it up in the air and get some pictures underneath. Looks like the Hydro Boost was by a company called Hydrotech. But it's had oil changes, spark plugs. It's had everything done that's supposed to be done. I'm going to start it back up, kind of let you hear it from the back. And as I mentioned, the cam profile is built for drivability and torque. But if you have any questions, give us a call. It's a really good Bronco that's well sorted. It's ready to use and enjoy. And it's brought to you by Texas Best Used Motorcycles right here in Mansfield, Texas. Have a great day. I'm Bronco Bob, wishing you happy trails. I'll let you hear it here for a second. It's got a big fuel tank, and that's that big housing 9-inch rear end. You can always tell because the webbing goes out to the center of the tube. The rear springs are also Deaver. Those are Deaver leaf springs, which give you an excellent ride. But again, thanks for looking. Thanks for your time. I'm Bronco Bob, wishing you happy trails.